Fambulemuna, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Based on Usawana day, where una dey listen to this audio message so and watch this live video streaming. As usual, I'm working come up with this program for una, your side, my side, and the truth. And by extension, put your eye down, make you see you know. So we Nigerian Fambulen can say shine your eye. Me na Editayor Judge Temple, proprietor Universal Times newspaper, and we Fambulen can also call the investigative journalist. The Fambulen today na Monday, the 14th of November 2022. And inside today's program, now then topics there so we can look into proper. The first topic for today's discussion say in-depth look into the mysterious container suspected to be containing narcotics and illicit drugs that landed at the Queen Elizabeth II Quay on the 22nd July 2022 and the effects of Kush in Sierra Leone, a case for the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. The second topic of discussion for today say APC Ambassador Usman Fodeyan Saneh sends strong warning to SLPP and their collaborators, noting you can't use illegitimacy to legitimize legitimacy. The third topic for today say calling on blogger Hawanatu Kone and Samuel Wise Bangura to explain to the public how they conspired with Junior Navo of AYV to stage manage Housemate Salon Season 3 in favor of Juliana Conte, alias Julie Tumbo, as against Aminata Mansare, alias Lady Nata. The next topic say cancellation of authorization message and call on Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabi of SVTV1 to put down and delete our exclusive interview done on the 5th November 2022. And Fambulen, the next topic say Editayor Judge Temple respond to Charlie P. Calon, the old fool. And the final topic for today say Fatima Bio embarrassed and molested in London. Fambulen, the topics there so we can look into today proper. But since we don't get advice for say, we know for the play music during this program now, especially when we look into sensitive topic. So for that reason, we don't take it to Mr. Bangura advice and we don't play music. So for that sake, Fambulen, we go to the program under review right away. The first topic of discussion for today say in-depth look into the mysterious container suspected to be containing narcotics and illicit drugs that landed at the Queen Elizabeth II Quay on the 22nd July 2022 and the effect of Kush in our country, Sierra Leone, a case for the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. Fambulen, on Friday, Abi broke the news of the 40-feet container will become na Salon on the 22nd of July 2022. And according to waiting Abi pulled from the evidences that we are able to gather, it's evidence of the fact that this container also be get some things them inside there we not clear, right? We na narcotics and illicit drugs. However, this is not just the issue, but the people that were involved in this particular thing here, now they make it serious. Because according to intelligence, we made to understand, say, PC and Son, right? Then be they claim ownership of this container under review. Whilst the actual person again we claim ownership na Sajoni and fambu dem uda na Sajoni. Sajoni na the director policy planning and research unit at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. So whilst PC and Son we na Mr. Mahesh Nandwani, and the managing director for PC and Sons, na them the police tell we say na then get the container. The police and tell we say na PC and Sons na then get a container there. Then Sajoni him be also claim ownership of this container so under review. So the suspicion come where Sajoni claim ownership of the container and the police they tell we say na PC and Son get the container and a chicken and sausage be there inside there. So family they ask say if the Indian community themselves don't join the SLPP-led government for deprive and fraud the people of Sierra Leone by impersonating us, now then get a container, where in actual fact, could you imagine the director of policy planning and research unit at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation when a Sajoni instead be the claim ownership. But fam with them, since the last time where I play this audio so now the other sets where we get, fam with them be said today I want for play them directly from my second source when the other phone where I get, apart from the recorder where I be recorder, make una listen carefully, right? And listen to some of the conversation there, including the conversation we get for do with Mahesh Nandwani, one of the executive director or managing director of PC and Son.
What is the whole thing? This also back off. Everybody forget people.
Family, make I give you a little background. This sound one at the Eriso, now the term where Sajoni be go sidom, now the particular area in a client town, where be one for talk to the chairman na client town day. But now you want to be talk at the background, and the Bobo say chairman or councillor. This is not to back off business, so because they tell the Bobo and say the Bobo and come out. The Bobo and say no, the Bobo and say this is a national issue, and we self for know exactly what they happen. So now the discussion starts.
James, how do you call? Ils sont fermés. Regardez. Il n'a pas remis. Après, j'ai rentré là-bas, j'ai parlé pour le militaire. Attends, j'appelle après. Je ne sais pas. Attendez-moi, je parlais pour le communauté. Après, je rentre le bâtiment, je parle. Understand? But what I say, I'm the only. I mean, I'm really like that. I mean, I keep my name this way, all my life, you know. Come on, I'm your boy, I'm your boy. I can't say something like that. What's up? Well, you got to do that in the same way. What can you do? Who is the last one? Don't you do that? I think you got to do that. Misunderstanding, so make you go sort of out. Koda? No, they talk to her. So we go sort of out. Tomorrow. No, so make you no worry. Tell my say make you no worry, yeah? See, this community, because things we don't start now, like, when I said we don't set up with them and they call the chairman, I use the time, the man, we do, we don't talk to them. No, not this. I will come in. Yeah? It's better to talk. I misunderstand it. When you can hear, when I will do, call the band, say, Brian, we don't deploy you. Give me 2 of the band. What is it? But, so, talking about this, nothing to consider. I mean, pattern.
Fambulan, make a whole on here so I can see left some more because now almost 24 minutes. But the points away pick, according to what I talk to, he said they talk to Nyake. And Nyake they tell him say that's not the second call because that first one we talk to that foreigner and no that French or that Portuguese we talk. But the time we talk say in don according to the French so we say the foreigner we call them. He said they don't talk to the head of the military for ensuring them put the situation under control. So no wonder the container they get military escort from Kleintown to Kington police mess, right? And also again later we see President Bio shake the military. But also again the person we talk to later he say we talk to Nyake. He say Nyake no worry no more. Nyake they ask him say if he don't call Mahesh that's not the managing director of PC and Sons, right? Mahesh Nandwani, right? So I made to understand, say, then just give one consular position, I think for South Korea or whatever as the case may be, yeah? But the fact remains now, could you imagine? This man so they claim ownership of the container is say, now Intel Libobode make them pack the container and wait until morning before they offload, right? Then later on, they say na misunderstanding. They put some panyake and also before don't inform the young man they want to come at the area. So, waiting the police or the government they try for hide, where they say na chicken and sausage inside this container, so right? And then say na PC and so on get them. If na chicken and sausage, who size a Johnny where this Ajibu Jalo in Oswe they use in a client town na rainbow paint factory paint 9 days before the domot day. Then in talking I will say na coffee, yes, nine is the export and waiting. Fambu them, just like I was saying, there is more to this here. But why I'm not going to explain everything or show everything I have, because at the end of the day, I have to prepare a documentary. Just like I have to break a documentary for the August 10, right? This documentary also for this cocaine container also, therefore be captioned cartel government. Why cartel government? Because look at all the players then by this particular issue also. From this senior government official now to the former Inspector General of Police. Instead again in your interview, Usai Sajoni implicate I'm not going for player now, right? Because all of these are my trump card, right? These are my evidences. If anyone feels say in name one mention pan this right up or which are the talk so not satisfied, he or she can take me to court and my evidences are in here, right? So why I say I go like for caption this particular document where I give for do cartel government, it's evidence of the fact the way how SLPP government they behave now and how things they happen. Could you imagine? Then go for arrest a Liberian, a Guinean, and the Lebanese we can inside Salon, where the Liberian government for sure say upon where is so committed in fighting drugs, trafficking na this sub-region also. But President Bio is not committed. Because if young people then when they're inside the country, when they ship and import the drugs them, if they left them for go, then I'm afraid. Family, just like I was saying, this is a real cartel government. Because if the LUC, now Ross Road himself, gets knowledge about this arrest and detention for safe keeping or what have you, or safe custody of Sajoni, and later instruct for me then left farm, then I'm afraid. Then just like I was saying again, for the ops officer get for arrest Sajoni only for left farm later on, farm then it seems as if Salon has really become a cartel country and a cartel government. Farm then make I just play for now Usai ABM, right? Make una get and clearly for say yes, the SLPP-led government is not committed in fighting crime. That is why my documentary will also be sent to the United Nations Office on Crime and Drugs for themselves look into the matter and know say if all the facts in other regions therefore stop this drug trafficking, President Bio is not committed. Fambo, they make I just try for adjust the thing so for now. Okay, make a play on for now live, make una get some. And I don't know because I think that audio had been make a play from the live speaker so when I go get some because it seems as if the Bluetooth has been connected to another device before, right?
Make mention or you made a statement that brother owns the container. And the container in question has been robbed from Liverpool. So if you say the brother owns it, then you have something to say.
Hello, Hamina. Hello, Alaji. Come to them, or are you right? This na yes, Abib Jabba said there are more questions than answers. You're right, Abib, right? Yes, yes, Abib.
Hello?
Yes, Abib. Yes, Abib. Is a question. If you want to say. Yes. Yes, Abib, what do you want to say about this particular issue as to the criteria of Okay, some of the things that people don't lost Abib on the line, but Abib Jabba say there are more questions than answer because today I want to take a few calls, right? So people don't know if you can send a complete monologue because when people don't get questions, we don't want for us. Yeah, I see Amina Majid Malik instead say I'm okay, brother, and you yourself, I think you respond to somebody else. That's it. So what am I trying to say? This is very, very unfortunate, right? So now we get the whole police force. They compromise them kind of sensitive matters there. So this is really, really bad, yeah? And just like I was saying, and tomorrow I will play the areas there for now. usai I will play the as a for now. Usai the head of this old cocaine dealer, so when and Sajoni attempt to bribe me and some of my colleagues, right? So, but for now, and I will just give you a tip of the iceberg, which I Sajoni, to get for call, right? For writing negotiation. So some of them, if Johnny no say na chicken and sausage inside that container there, then however, in the claim ownership, PC and Sunday claim ownership, right? So why Johnny they try to compromise now, wanting us to try compromise just for meet with me and one other journalist, right? And one other civil society activist, right? However, some of the just was say this is try to show say SLP-led government is a real cartel government. But we are going to know everything when the document will come out. So tomorrow, I will look into this particular issue we get to do with Johnny bribing approach to some journalism, including that of Alex Lawrence Kuruma of FM 98.1 with a 1,000 FM 98.1, one radio station to them so busy and so well. So if then self don't begin to compromise one of the senior staff, not really. And we will now go to the next topic of discussion. We say APC Ambassador Usman Fude and Sameh sent wrong warning to members of the SLPT and their collaborators, right? Some of them, this Usman Fude and Sameh get to talk about the real manner in which in things say the SLPT-led government they try for mortgage and then credibility and extent of interfering into the domestic politics of the APC, which for me, in my estimation, I decided to play this voting for. I want to just suppose them to waiting happen prior to the 2018 election, right? Prior to the 2018 election, we see two fractions, right, inside the SLPC. That of the KKY fraction, where they get the Bangladesh fly and over there, then you get the Marabio in your power fraction. But never at a point in time, and it's by Kuruma and in past administration, interfere into the domestic politics of SLPC to an extent of now becoming either for the chairman, outing to go, or outing to the inside and so presently, one thing is really happening, and I think that this is a call for concern, a national concern, where I think that before something will happen, we Ghanaians will say it could be made. The first fellow will raise the red flag. I'm going to listen to this statement here about the reconciliation.
2023 on the 24th, I think so. SNPP don't get the power for strong people, get now we want as we then he refused to accept the interpretation when the court gave. And when the court gave his decision on the 28th of April, Nina, one of the people who will suffer as everybody, because they hit me left, right, and center, everywhere but me. Go on a court, I address people that are young. I say, from now on, now we aim for you. Not for use remote, not for use we handle, let us think seriously and avoid going against the ruling of the court. Because we believe in putting the court the rule of law. If the judge don't go see, he don't form a 21-man committee, we accept that. And we work with the man. We hand over the whole party office to him and his own group. But then, people say, that the judge talk or say that he forget. He don't say that he forget to in the content. No. He said from among the 9 people there, one person could be chairman. In fact, not to him the one for the chairman. Now Abraham would be one. Abraham did not get it. And now what Abraham would not do, because this man will get this position where he wants, he's a misleader. They mislead and he tell the whole world say the appointment, the election wouldn't elect Abdul Kabu as secretary and other people there now. The lands, the publicity, the organizing secretariat, in all power from the ruling of the judge. No, the judge, having given this power to the 21-man committee, everything and called delegated power, delegated legislation. That power then they were used the whole meeting, and in that meeting presided over by Indi Peter Conte, they elect Abdul as Secretary General of the interim governance committee. So if anybody tell me say they don't remove Alfred, it's not possible. It's not possible. 2 institutions then that are responsible for this recovery. One, the PPRC. The PPRC will perform in functions. Before you say they give advisory, PPRC groups. You get Peter Conte and they get the majority, 9 people and they get. The people that will all vote for the whole country, then 8. Now 8 they give it for Nigerians there. They want to now what they vote for them. 9 plus 8, 17. So the one that went left now, you get the youth, they give them 1. You get the women, they give them 1. You get the diaspora, they give them 1. But in addition,
Fambudem, our old ambassadors for the interview here because it's long and we get other issues them for looking to. But I pick few parts them now this interview I want for lament on. One, he say the SLPP not get the power or the capacity for stop APC from electing other than one for being the flag bearer and for contest for the 2023 election. That is evidence of the fact that is true, right? And any attempt of SLPP for meddle into APC and political affairs through any other angles the way they want for use, if not the court or wait as the case may be, will be counterproductive. And definitely anything happen at Sierra Leone, President Bio and his team will be held accountable. Because this is a mere threat to justice. And that's making them say a threat to justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Right? The APC is a registered, responsible, and respected political parties. They should be allowed to carry out their own activities on their own. Then secondly, he talked about the issue of Alfred Peter Conte and also the passive sacking of Honorable Abdul Kabo as the Secretary General. I don't hear Bumne, don't repeat and sound without number. Make I address Bumne and Peter Conte. Peter Conte, I'm really, really disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in Alfred Peter Conte and also Bumne. Why am I disappointed? Because when Alfred Peter Conte be the fight for accountability, transparency, and fairness na APC, me na one person will be the column for grant an interview for making voice be heard, and people don't know exactly what thing is there to talk about. The same thing like Bumne. But I'm afraid when they don't get the opportunity now for manage the affairs of APC, they have messed up beyond all reasonable doubt, worse than the one way they can try for pull. Yeah, I'm disappointed in Alfred Peter Conte. Could you imagine? Alfred, if you don't get any ulterior motive for suppress political pluralism in Sierra Leone, yeah, where Momo in 1991 constitution and promote political pluralism. I don't believe they go behave the kind way they behave. So because it's, if I not say, be it simple majority or not simple majority, you when on a 7 day now at this one a caucus one they work with so, it not constitute a quorum for take decision on behalf of the other people then who form the 21-man committee. Then Alfred Peter Conte, the same one will be they condemn former President Kuruma for say he's running a one-man show as chairman for life. You know, they listen to people them in the work with selection, you know, they go into election. Now look what Alfred Peter Conte they do. Worse than what TV they condemn. So I can't just understand. The same thing like Bumne, at least in one Odulen days there, so Bumne they call on members of the APC, their own section, but go keep meeting inside us. Could you imagine? APC not get party office again. So what am I trying to say? If Alfred Peter Conte now, Bumne now, or whosoever where they serve as a shadow force for deprive APC from taking part in 2023 election, I'm afraid posterity will judge all of you. And when the time comes, all of you will bear the greatest responsibility as per your recognition in the state affairs and pay the price. Because if any effect happen in our country, right, anything happen as alone now, all the one the way responsible, they all going to be held accountable. Yeah, because what they happen so, they are pushing people to the wall, we're going to make something happen negative where we all go say if we will know, right? And from the government's point of view, right, as he say, President Bio is in cognizance of the fact that the people are not able to give him a second chance. So they do all in power for ensure say he wreak havoc in this country also, right? So they can where they also they try for stage manage issues them and waiting. Mind you again, President Bio, heavy lies the head that wears the crown. Where is Charles Taylor now? Where is Yaya Jammeh? So you are not insurmountable, right? To administrative best practices or prosecution from wrongdoings. So far good, and just like I was saying, me, they express me disenchantment on the way and manner in which Alfred Peter Conte and his team they operate, which is very, very bad because not to this, maybe they see from the back scene, right? Where they come. But if now you they appoint people them for take part in a registration committee, this and that, unilaterally, you and you 7 man, I'm afraid. Not on a 9 day, why the 2 they left on her? Most you're not doing things the right way. So I'm not here to take the briefing for anyone. Una know me when it comes to the two at the same. Usai, the past executive wrong, I will tell them. Usai on herself wrong, I will tell una. Right? But the fact remains, it is also shameful for see big man and woman that inside APC where don't pass 18 years, right? Then they allow other politicians, right, for use them for their own selfish aggrandizement. Could you imagine? SLPP and President Bill no say the unification of APC is the nightmare for SLPP. The moment where APC unites, definitely SLPP don't get nightmare. But they don't want that. Because of that, then they link to one side today, tomorrow they link to the other side. Una where then they link to where then they use una. So we know they think for ourselves. Be it now the Alfred Peter content now, the this or that. So una know they think the way they use una now against una confidence. So naturally they go use una back when everything done. And just like I was saying, big man they like una. Be it Camp A, Camp B, Camp C, or whatever. You come on, this is all nonsense. You people are all APC. Why would for the allow SLPP for treat una so for their own selfish aggrandizement? Set una against una self. Come on. And the people are yearning for political solution to the problem come 2023. And then things say the APC are the only united force with the numerical strength for contest SLPP and pull a common power. Then una de panadida. From them, now go to the next topic of discussion. We say calling on blogger Awana to Kone and Samuel Wise Bangura to explain to the public how they conspired with Junior Navo of AYV to stage manage Housemate Salon Season 3 in favor of Juliana Conte, alias Julie Tumbo, as against Aminata Mansare, alias Lady Nata. Fambudem, and no say on I go shock and say, what's the editor you're in the explain again? Fambudem, this is disgraceful. No wonder nothing, no they go on fine at this country called Sierra Leone. Because everybody don't corrupt now, everybody has been compromised. Right, yeah, everybody has been compromised. Fam with them. Prior to the hosting of Housemate Salon Season 3, my humble self, Editayor Judge Temple, received a call from no less a person, but Awana to Kone. Awana to Kone call me and tell me, say, Editayor Duya, you know, he say something happen at Kuta Road, Usai Nata and Julie Tumbo, and go fet and waiting as the case may be. But do you want let you look into this matter because it's wrong for waiting Nata do so for come out Eastern, go na Western, go course and fet Julie Tumbo na Kuta Road, when a young place Usai be there na Grand Street or whatever you can call the place, right? I say, okay, no problem. He says, so do you me and Navo don't talk, Navo say, it will let you look into this matter for we. Right? He says Samuel White Bangura will call you, will talk to you, and then will set to you and wait as the case may be. However, I smile because I know say I don't get them to our once because AYV has been accused quite a while, right? And always they say now we Salon Sabi. Yes, Salon Sabi on upon corruption or stage managing of events. In order today, I received a call from Samuel Wise Bangora meant to discourse himself in premise as the case may be and tell me, say, Navo say, he go give me 2 million loans for the particular work day for ensure say I establish a case of biasness against Nata vis-a-vis portraying Nata for being violent and aggressive and wrong and call for the disqualification of Nata. So, be it as it may, on that fateful day, and we get for send 500,000 leones na me orange account, right? He said the balance will give me a later. But this money also an issue because what you look for, you see, there is one thing about investigative journalism. When you are for all people they are accountable, definitely you have to allow transaction because at that day you evidence and you witness just like how you see I received that money from Sir Johnny for prove a case, right? So also in this case of Julie Tumbo and Hawana Corner, right? Hawana Corner, just like I was saying, later on, here and I will discuss how they pass or not pass everything. But the fact remains, Fambudemuna all can remember the position where I come out with, because what you make for a say, I'm not going to allow them to use me and take me for a ride because I'm too full to be fooled by fool, so I'm too intelligent for that, yeah? So what's in happen? I decide for looking to the matter from my own standpoint of view, that is to say, Julie Tombo and Nata, right, should be petitioned. And that is what I did. I do a write-up for petition them too, even though I wanted to corner in a Nata in Wala petition as against Julie Tombo so that Julie will get a safe ride there. So when I petitioned them too and come out with my press release on that day, Navo and the management team be go offended. What I mean by that, not Navo be prepared for call a press conference at the office day on that particular following day after when they don't talk to me done. For me to look into some issues then prior to the show itself. Fambu them, me go there, other journalists them go there, when I see a post and that day, I express my disenchantment that we don't kind of the press conference because that Bango asked critical question, but they don't give me the platform. Later on, Samuel West Bango called me for telling me, say the press conference has been cancelled. I'm sure they grew offended because I not take the side where they want for be biased against Nata. I call for petition of both of them or questioning or what have you. Yeah. So fambu them. Now let's come to the issue. No wonder Julie Tombo, while she be inside the house, we cannot call her Julie Tombo self, Juliana Conte, right? No wonder Juliana Conte will be inside the house and not listen to Chief. That particular housemate season 3 was the most disorganized and unbrought up and rudely composed housemates we would ever get in Sierra Leone. Yeah? No wonder Julie was so rude in the house to an extent that he even go against Chief because he know what he be up to. That the show was stage managed for her herself. Because of that kind of caliber and comportment and status where Julie did. Right? So unbrought up, so rude, so I don't know what to say. Now then take that kind of prestigious prize day and recognition given to them. I was so shocked one day where he misbehaved at the house. Paul so where Chief they tell and say, keep quiet, this and that. You know, listen, he challenged Chief. Well, you know, get down there now. Big Brother Nigeria. We see what happened at Big Brother Nigeria. Yeah. When they disqualify Beauty because of he misbehave, right? Then disqualify Beauty automatically. But Salon Navono give Chief the chance for doing work because they have stage managed the whole show for Julie Tombo. Look Julie in behavior now as an ambassador. Look where they misbehave on social media and they see where they cause that be it said to get a joke or waiting, but by virtue of age, you therefore respect Kasada Kitchen. Kasada Kitchen deserves respect. Despite she's doing her own thing in her own way, that is how she chooses to live her life. But if you say you're an ambassador, right, then are you win a particular prize, and are you they behave so? Then they talk about say you don't get 6 bikini, you don't get belay for make the 7-1 with different that did them. So that they alone not show it not show any sign of best practice. Yes, at all, not sure it's about best practice. Because you don't learn from your lesson of 6 bikini and 6 daddy. Now you're going to 7. Then a goodness you they make back again. Come on. No wonder I didn't call himself Julie win that prize day. Because the whole show was stage managed. Fambu for sure now said that show was stage managed. Tomorrow I did play for one of the evidences because Tem don't go now and I get other issues there for looking to. Tomorrow I'm going to play for you the evidences from Samuel Wise Bangura's mouth and that of Awana to Corners' mouth for sure say yes. The Housemate Salon season 3 was stage managed for who? Julie. And look the way how Julie they behave. Julie of that kind, they left all the other people that will be the Lulu and this and that as the case may be. Right? So decent, so composed. Now that kind of rude lady they then go get that prize there. Even though they challenge the head of the house, that is the chief, I'm afraid, Salon, we are really heading for doom under the leadership of President Bio. Because what he make for? All of these get multiplying factors. Because First Lady Fatima Bio, now go hand over the prize, give Julie, right? Even when they hand over the prize, Julie they express rudeness na stage in front of Fatima, and Fatima self-talker say, I tell you, open TV for watch that show day. Now rudeness, now cause they are and waiting. Then Julie talking at the place, they say she's proud of herself. Oh my days. Family them tomorrow, I will come out with the evidence for now. Yeah? Now go to the next topic of discussion. We say cancellation of authorization message and call on Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabi of SVTV1 to put down and delete our exclusive interview done on the 5th November 2022. And also, if I'm going to say, Editayor, why you they call on Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabi of SVTV1 for put down the interview we want to do? Fambudem, I don't see say the intention of Khadija is not genuine at all. And Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabi of SVTV1 is no less a person, right, to be described other than a wicked, what should I say? A wicked reaper, right? And a gold digger. Yes, I mean that. Because what you make for? If Khadija will interview me after waiting happen and tell and say, let put the interview down based on some kind of things that will arise, suspicion that will come up, right? Is still hold on to me interview for they make money out of me interview what grant to them way and not grant interview to none other station. The only people that will be calling me, even from the time when the thing just been at Sierra Leone, right? On the 27th or 28th of August, it was weird. I even denied the interview, right? On a particular day, despite I know Baibure and Sembepie, I denied the interview, say I was in Sierra Leone. When I come out there, I will grant you an interview. When I come out of Sierra Leone, under the first broadcast where I do, Khadija begin to get on to me. It dey mourn at me. It dey harass me from them for that grant an interview. I even discussed with Wiyad before I grant Khadija as an interview. However, Wiyad then say I can go ahead, then go do the own later. I really regret granting interview to Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabi of SVTV1. Fambudem, tomorrow I will come out with the evidence system in relation to this particular matter under review. Usai, I call on Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabi for put down that interview day because I don't see say in intention, not genuine. And Fambudem Duya, before I will come hard on Khadija on subsequent interviews them, right? I want for make una join me for call on Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabi for make it put down that interview we are grant to SVTV1 on the 5th of November 2022 this year, right? Make it put them down. If not, I will take legal action against SVTV1 and then go pay damage and cost for using the copyright in terms of words and story for make money, right? And secondly, again, the person where na Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabi in partner in crime when a one young man we say they use Paul Joe or PD in name na social media, then in name Abdullahi Jallo. Tomorrow I will play all the audio there for I'm gonna listen from them. Make una say be careful with SVTV1 and Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabi. She's not a good person. But really, Sasso someone can take Fen in disgrace. Because Khadija was also reminding me of the fact that she is dangerous. They tell me, say, Editayor, I want to interview, so I know that I put up the flyer, so people are going to be for call you and tell you, say, no, no go there, no grant interview. So why people therefore take and say, make I'm not going to interview? So you know exactly what you do up to. But Khadija, please don't play with me. Don't play with me. Oh. I'm not a blogger like you people. You are a blogger and a self na blogger. I'm a trained and qualified journalist, and for that matter, I'm an investigative journalist. Fambudem, tomorrow, I go play Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabi in partner in crime. Why I say partner in crime for? Could you imagine immediately after my interview with Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabi, right? He get for connect me online with somebody who I don't even know. And that person, they waste me time for 2 hours. But I decided for listening to them because I want to pick the evidences. Could you imagine this person here so get for the play interview where he don't grant with other people in a salon? Be it Elejena or be it Mohamed Kamagin Bamansari. Could you imagine? Mohamed Kamagin Bamansari didn't pardon my role right now, they suffer. He called the man they explained here in predicament. They take him for laugh and they can play unto me again. What should they play unto me for? What's your business pandande? Sierra Leoneans should be very, very careful with Khadija Hassan Tijanabi. She's a dangerous lady. Trust. I owe no apology to her for saying what I'm saying, and I will prove on tomorrow with all evidences. And I will advise Sierra Leoneans therefore stay off that SVTV1 online TV platform there, right? It's a criminal platform, right? Meant to use the fortune of other people and use people in predicament for make money. Tomorrow I go elucidate further. But just like I was saying, I'm a them. I don't call Khadija Hassan Tijanabe after me and you get one short interview on the phone and tell them say make he put down that particular interview there. Fambu them when I listen how me and to pass when himself call me first, they talk rubbish.
Hello. Okay, that Mr. Okay, so now just say one or two things. Probably don't begin with the conversation. One will get you, but if I say one or two things, then we continue with the conversation. Yeah, I can see what you need for say. Yeah.
Okay.
Greetings once again, ladies and gentlemen. We get between now Mr. Editayor Temple as I don't briefing regarding the exclusive interview from the 5th and to Usa we did today, November 13, 2022. Now we hear Mr. Editayor Temple and then we'll go from there. Go ahead, Mr. Editayor. Welcome once again.
Okay, yes. Khadija, what I try for say is just like how I call you this morning, they try for ask if since the time when we do this interview and people then we you be they read then text them and say them pledge for donate towards me plight if they don't donate. However, I could remember after the interview one man where I believe said
one second please. Yeah, 1 second. I do not call his name because it's not anonymous. I just the only interruption. Sorry about that.
No, but then you listen, Khadija, you don't need for interrupt me because I'm a trained and qualified journalist, right? I'm a professional. Yeah. Exactly, I'm a professional.
No, I don't know if one call his name.
No. Excuse me. I'm a professional, and then the person self, they don't tell me, and you tell me send the money, say I'm gonna call the name. So why I can't call the name now? I just make fumble and no say from that time there only one person now be don't be support towards this particular fight we are doing so cut long word short. What I want for say now is just like I be calling this morning when I be tell you say me a person by nature, I'm not a beggar, nor do I like to beg for money or beg people for money. Now my story I explain. If people feel touched and the one for help, so be it. And I'm sure the other live streams that we don't do on my own, all the people that we don't get on to me, I don't ask them for money, that we are touched before they reach out to me. That's which I appreciate. So from where I began this interview to you or with you station on the 5, up to now I say anything, no kind side. So what I want to say, and immediately after fishy activities going on. So please, Khadija, I will appreciate firstly, if you able for put down the interview where I grant to you by authority, right? I authorize you again for putting down. I maybe grant the interview and authorize you, but I don't want the interview will be on your page again. And secondly, that authorization note where I be sent for say anybody where want for give money to that program they will listen because not to other interviews they will get for grant or me on what I do. Only through your platform, the SVTV interview where you grant, the one that will be follow that interview they and get for watch them. Anybody will go on for support me, I be say make them send them to you to you and where I begin that authorization note. But since from that day to now, I see anything of what's coming, I'm not that. You know, they give me no to my audience. It's just that if the person will connect me with, let's take our channel, they pick up because I'm in a very stressful situation now where I need for no me left from me, right? Not to all call I go pick, not to all text I go respond to. So for that, immediately after you program, you get for call me and connect me on a three-way line with somebody who I talk to, we waste me time for over 2 hours. They talk something will not make sense without coming to me rescue up to now. From that day they talk to me, not do anything. So please, I don't want to be mocked. I don't want to be ridiculed. So please just put down that interview I did with SVTV on the 5th, and also the authorization notes I sent you to collect money on my behalf. Please just delete those two and then we move on from there. Thank you.
Okay, so audience, in other area, Mr. Editayor Temple, I take this as a big time offense. Mr. Editayor, and again, thank God himself elaborates on that. Immediately after I have no control of Sierra Leoneans when they watch the platform, whether they get good intention or they get bad intention. What I'm doing it from a sincere place. So the individual we call from Australia, we engage them 2 hours on the phone. I have no control over what's in my intention. I cannot control how people feel. I can only control how they feel or me intention. So having said that, again, I apologize for the way you feel, but this is rather unfortunate because this is something that I was very, very upset and annoyed about, which I talked to you about for nearly 1 or 2 hours after that. For say, I am disappointed too because the impression when the individual gave me was that he want to reach out to you, he want to help you, and me and you don't talk, we don't cross that because I was not to be blamed. That's one. So I'm a bit disappointed that now it's being put in a way as if, like, for say, I'm responsible, or maybe I know the intention of that person where they call. A lot of calls then they come to SVTV1 for say, I watch the show X, Y, and Z. The individual say, oh, I like watching, I like the show, I go really want to reach out to her, I want help them X, Y, and Z. I ask and say, you get any connection where you go get them for them to get to the right people? They say yes. And in that vein, I call Mr. Editayor, I take in permission. From there, I put in a three-way line for them to talk. The talk when they go so long, I begin to excuse them and come 1 or 2 times again and allow them for them to talk. If incident they engage them for 2 hours, I have no control over that. It's rather unfortunate. Again, and some people then come for help. Some people then they get their ulterior motive, like I said to you earlier. But STV1 should not be blamed for that. You understand? Me intention, let God Almighty judge me by my intention. Let God Almighty judge me by my intention. You understand? That's all I can say with granting you this interview. Then secondly, when you and I talked earlier, you say now put down the authorization note for the money. The other one, in terms of the life, I would not be able to put that down. You understand? But the money on, and I make it clear, and I take this as long as it is, even though I did a job right now, I didn't make sure I make it clear to Sierra Leoneans then. Again, not to me, they in control of other people in their wallets as well. You understand? When they would decide to give or whatever. But I do believe what I would advise Mr. Editayor from this experience, anything in life is patient. It might not come to how we want them at the time where we need them. But I believe so with patience. Even me, like I said, I make myself as an example before Mr. Editayor they talk, they come in. You don't know the intention what I get for me on donation, which I have not even donated yet. So you understand? We don't know how other people that they go through financially in terms of other obligations, then you understand. So before say that, since the interview happened, you're saying that, oh, you're not accusing me, but indirectly it is an insult to me. Like I make it clear, say anything where you called me again yesterday on, as a matter of fact, on the 8th, I give you an update, say, for now, I know anything is financially, anything what gets anything, I make sure say I inform you immediately. So again, I want to make it clear, thousands, millions of people that they watch my platform around the world, and we don't uphold with core values the way one of its integrity, self-respect. Nothing other than this world where we begin we are, you understand? We don't do other fundraising in the past wearing, and they go right directly to the people them, you understand? So again, I want to make this clear that no other funding come in to SBTV1. Again, this will disseminate publicly. For them, Mr. Editayor no say, nobody no send money to we, with the exception of that 2 million will come from the donor from United Kingdom. Again, like I say earlier before it come through, instead of say other people in the way you want get that money to wait for me, let me know after I don't get the money, they will send her back that on. Again, I tell Mr. Editayor, you say another friend of mine or another fan within our platform send me together with the auntie alongside with other people them when it ready, it will get back to me. So again, in life is all about patience. But having said that, in terms of publication, authorization from Mr. Editayor John Temple for authorized say, no, we collect money on the cast, we will stand it down alongside with this via Zoom, with disseminator, and I will put out also now Facebook page this recording what we don't do to this interview with Mr. Editayor John Temple. And while I did live today, I will talk about this, and also I will make sure say I play this also for the world what's in the go on. I rest my case, and once again, what it's telling a plenty thank you on behalf of CEO, myself, and the team. SBTV1, Hassan Tijan.
I want to say something. I hope you will not shut the line off me. Hello, Khadija. Hello, Khadija. Hello, Khadija. Fambudem, just like how Khadija they called me, right? He say he wants for make a grant an interview.
Fambudele lament now, and soon and see how abruptly Khadija Hassan Tijanabi cut the phone and hung up the phone on me. Could you imagine? Is that a respect for communication? That is why I said, you guys are bloggers. You need to learn the ethics of communication. If even you heartwarm, but you know they exhibit them online like how you do and so forth, hang the phone on me. When are you guest? You don't call me. I don't listen to you now. You don't talk, I don't talk. Then you talk. And after you say, I want to clear some issue. You don't give me chance, right? However, make a response to my own sister, Amina Majid Malik here. Amina Majid Malik online say, at your time, brother, whenever you're ready, forget an interview with we, let us know. That is we are there. Fambuden, what I want to say to waiting Khadija Nabi talk. So one, could you imagine? I make them very clear, right? I'm a journalist myself. It not mean say because you grant interview to me, so you for expect say you for get money out of that. No, I'm not expecting anything dime from Khadija and in team. Nor if I grant interview to any platform or waiting, I'm not expecting money. Now set the record straight, Fambudem. Even my own programs the way I do, I'm not asking nobody for money. I'm so touched by the fact that some Sierra Leoneans them were genuine. Come on, over 5, 6, or 8 of them don't contribute towards me plight, including this one person self where they talk to. So could you imagine? Amina Majid Malik, right? Somebody call him, say, you know, I made a calling name. He want to help me with something. He gave him $50. Immediately call me and tell me she don't get $50 a day. Then before he send the $50, he said, add $50, they make $100. While he connects me and send the PN and we had where we will talk. So, as a matter of fact, before them even granting me interview, don't come to me rescue because they know say I was financially challenged and they say and say then get a soft heart for help. They help. I'm not asking Khadija for money. I don't even ask her for money. And if you want to listen to that interview on that day, from start to finish, I don't ask anybody for money because me, a person self will not be big. Trust. My elder sister is filthily rich. Right? He get money like a waiting. But one day, say I they reach me 40 almost here, so 42 and I become 98 years born strictly. I know one day call and say, Georgie, big sister, I'm short. So even when I come, who's at this where they suffer so. Now in call me and see and say you get reason now for supporting me small, making them be the send money for me before I appreciate the one that we don't send the likes of Mr. Adams, right? Madame Jallo na France, and my own sister Sef Maji, Hamina, and other people themselves who don't. And I appreciate you all. Even when I make a call on a name themselves. So when I post when not the beg, Khadija, I'm not a beggar. I'm not a poor person. I'm not a low-life person. Please don't take me at that level. Even for Khadija in program, when I listen the program, when I watch and back again. Even I don't say make it put and down. If you don't put and down, Khadija, you're going to get me hurt. Trust me, if you don't put that interview down, you're going to get me hurt. And at the end of the day, you'll be dragged to court. Because I know, I can say you don't get team, but you and your platform will be dragged to court if you fail to put that interview down. My sister again, Amina, they tell me, say, make her calm down and take her easy. Amina, I'm down. But I hate somebody where they use me predicament for make money and use another person when a comedian, because about that refer as comedian. Tomorrow I will expose them more and in subsequent editions there. Khadija, please don't tread on my path, right? Don't tread on my path or step on my tail. I'm the worst elephant or lion you can ever attempt to step on the tail of. Please, put down that interview, Khadija. Fab with them. Khadija again, they say, how he called me before he connects me and that Monday. He not call me. Immediately as the interview they done so, he called me straight. How he get somebody on the line, we want to talk to me, say want to help me. We connect the report now. The person talked for 2 hours. Nonsense. Complete nonsense for 2 hours. If you don't have few talk, then it may me talk inside there. So, if Khadija knows say not get ulterior motive with that person, they say they know the person. Tomorrow, I prove Khadija wrong. When I even the person, they call his name on so many times, and they say na in partner na the only work. So how you can't tell me now say you don't know the person? So if Khadija na so una they behave for grant people they interview on a platform, for use that interview there for go get money for una pay masters and for they go and share people the information there. Please don't do that to me. I'll be mad at you. Professionally, I'll be mad at you professionally and euphemistically. I will put you at your level. Yeah? And again, the issue of me asking Khadija for collect money and I put her at the right top there, specifically for the interview where I grant na in TV station. Could you imagine? All I do because I want to get them to our one and make them know intention. Khadija Tijan Nabi, now call me to tell me, say, Mr. Temple, this way you say for anybody who talking at me station so or the money they receive, put her into writing. Why put her into writing for self? Why? Why? When you don't grant your interview, then give them not give you no problem. Why if you can't force people put her into writing just for legitimize a call for request, so you go show that people them will do what they do so, then he use me fat for fry me. But I can't post that right up there. Now this page here, so what they talk, so I go read exactly what I say. But before that, make a read and for now. It goes like this. I, Editayor George Temple, proprietor Universal Times newspaper, willingly approve and authorize Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabe of SVTV1 to receive and collect financial support anyone might want to offer me following the exclusive interview we had on the 5th November 2022. Following that interview, I went further to say this authorization note is limited to those who watch or may watch this SVTV interview under review, touched and may want to help my worthy cause. So, whosoever that is in Sierra Leone and may want to send their contribution directly to Editayor can do so through Orange Mobile Money number 079316750. Fambo, then could you imagine Khadija Hassan Nabe, this right up what do so, he fell for putting on the Facebook page, and this new number what put the fly away he pull. Now your number put inside it. Why you not put this new number now what put inside it? If you are genuine and you want to make the money where they come reach to me when for me you say they get that for. And when I say I put an asshole, look at my family in the second paragraph, it say this authorization note is limited to those who watched or may watch the SVTV interview. This authorization note was for only the one that will watch that interview or grant to Khadija or will go watch her later. It was only for that because I was mindful Hey, my sister, I'm an intellectual. I know how to play with words. So I did it deliberately. Because if we had, they don't grant me interview, somebody send money to them for me, then call me and give me. Come on. So why should I put you in charge of me all life now? And every day, they call me like for say, now my sister said, for them, they call me, so send messages them to me. Khadija, please calm down. Now, America, you did so you make sufficient money. I don't know. Or if you bill more than what you they earn, so be it. Is that my business? Why should I use my predicament to make money? Please, Fambudemuna, help me beg Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabe of SVTV1. Make you put that interview down and delete and completely where I do it on the 5th of November. If not, she will get me hurt. So, Fambuda, just like how I see the text, then they come now. So, 1-1. Wow, you are not playing. Yes, madam, I mean, I'm not playing. Oh, see, take them easy, my brother, please. It's okay for your sake, madam. I'm taking it easy. But please, use help for ask Khadija for me for making able for give me waiting blunt me. Then say, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, right? And Fambuda, let's go to the next topic of discussion as we prepare for close this program for today. And the next topic of discussion say, Editayor Judge Temple respond to Charlie P. Calon, the old fool. Fambudem, this right up here, so now one, my friend, by the name of Charlie P. Calon, but this is not big man, or big man. But how Charlie Calon can behave, and I am not able to understand Fambudem. Fambudem, Charlie Calon, now one man will be there, now one of the groups them. But if he misbehave and can always misbehave in comping themselves here, big man them, now them put some param and ask for me could delete in the group because if they hit below the belt, big man, I'm sure don't pass 60 or 18. But the way they talk and the way they do things, it was really not correct, right? To an extent that they preach hate speech, tribalism, nepotism, and what have you, for prove me right that the carry everything is saying yesterday, right? To an extent that they try for mock me, also I so presently, no. But the fact remains, it starts with Yvonne Akisoya Fambuda. This now one young man wouldn't call now one big young man of it in Charlie Picalon. But he's my friend because he like we had a hit on him hard, right? He reminded me of the days of Paul Kamara and Pui, right? When a Dr. Samabaya, but Dr. Samabaya had always been very polite and professional in the way how we can go about and think. But Charlie Picalon, oh my days, this part is irritating. Fambudem, this now waiting Charlie Picalon say. He said, very much educative. He said, she is a disgrace to a family, the Morgan family, from where Yvonne Akisoya was born and raised, but also to the Creoles who had held the control of Freetown and governed it since 1968, but with only one SLPP mayor over 50 years, and to date, there are no markets except those the colonial government and SLPP left behind. No public toilets except those left by SLPP and the breaches, and worse still, APC Creoles have governed Freetown from 1968 to now with no drinkable and usable water except the Guma Valley water system constructed by Samuel Magai and Sir Albert Magai between 1961 and 1965. Since that time, APC Creoles did nothing to improve on the water system in Freetown, let alone all around the western area. And yet, they can foolishly shout, now we get Freetown. My people, I lived through all this I'm telling you about Freetown and the wrongs the Creoles have done there over the last 50 years. But also, I have the speech Shaka Probin Stephen made when he was APC Creole supported mayor of Freetown, in which he admitted very honestly that the SLPP Magais made the Goma Valley water system and that the APC we are going to improve on the Goma Valley water system. I want to ask Ade Macaulay, Femi Claudius Cole, Sylvia Blyden, Yvonne Akisoya, Dennis Ronmot Bright, all present APC Creoles to show us the water system, the public markets, and public toilets you, the APC Creoles, did in Freetown over the last 50 years you have been in control of the government of Freetown. Mind you, I have the book here with me in America, which Sheikha Stevens promised that you would do all these utilities for the people of Freetown. Yvonne Akisoya is just about the last of the hopeless Creole APC leadership to hold on to Freetown just to steal the people's money. Shame on you, APC Creole. The wise Creoles who are skillfully development-oriented are in Progressive Political Party, the SLPP. Charlie P. Calon went further to state, by the way, can anybody tell me the whereabouts of Editayor George Temple? I have not heard of him ever since August 10, 2022. Possibly, he either is in a police cell or gone into hiding for all the trash he had been spilling from his filthy mouth against this government. To quote him, a cross-section of the people say, then they suffer and want to go out and protest. May God suffer him wherever he may be. I regularly warned him that he was playing a dangerous game by saying all the kinds of rot against a sitting government. That government are all powerful. A warning to even you reading my piece, and thanks for sharing so people can be informed and educated. Charlie P. Calon, retired civil servant from the Sierra Leone Civil Service. Fambo, when I hear my friend, the old fool, Charlie P. Calon. Why I say the old fool? Because when I listen to it, it talks of, right? Say they attack Yvonne Akisoya, he attacked the Creoles, then could you imagine what an open tribalism? I'm a Creole myself, but I don't take offense because it's make for. The fact remains, they can say a fool at 40 is a fool forever. And it is very, very bad and disheartening for see a elephant they come out in a arata hole in the case of Charlie P. Calon. And Charlie P. Calon saying that, yes, in bidon they warn me, and from August 10, you know, you hear me again, probably I would in a cell or are they in hiding, and then if they warn me from the trash, they come out of me, filth them out. No problem, Mr. Charlie P. Calon. Thanks for the insult. But the fact remains, I'm live and kicking, right? I'm the smartest. You guys think you are smart. You are not. I'm at a safe level now. And trust me, I'm going to use my words euphemistically to set the record straight and bring your government down. Okay. Then can say, if you think you are the big tree, I am the small axe. Now they go small no more. So family them, just like how when I hear this man say, Charlie P. Calon, he's saying they wish me sufferation, they wish me death. Who said they make us suffer and all. Charlie P. Calon, you know, to God, Papa God now get to all. And I know say once God know my intention, in the way here they do, he go see me through. But for your information, Charlie P. Calon, if you're watching or someone might draw your attention to this, I'm live and kicking. You see me, eh? I'm live and kicking. One able for kill me. One able for arrest me. Could you imagine family them? Charlie P. Calon say, I have not heard of him ever since August 10, 2022. Could you imagine? So must not say their attempt to kill me was deliberate. But mind you, I am that seasoned investigative journalist trained by the British, for which Thomas Sankara once said, and I quote, Thomas Sankara said, only a brave soldier would live to see the end of a war. And I'm that brave soldier. He also says, he who fights and run away, live to fight another day. And on the premise of combating, tactical withdrawal is all part of the process. So Charlie P. Calon, I'm live and kicking. Family, let's go to the last and final topic for today. The last and final topic for today say, Fatima Bio embarrassed and molested in London. Family them. You know, easy for we own sister, Fatima Bio. Fatima Bio go London and say he go shape game. One patriotic Sierra Leonean, we know how in people and they suffer back home, rush at them and speak truth to power. However, one idiot bodyguard be the BNM, we want go knock this man where they talk so. And people then tell and say, yes, not to Salono, if you touch that man there, I'm afraid you will be in trouble. But the fact remains, Fambudem, for Le, Fatima Bio and Mother Bio self know say the people are disenchanted, they're not happy with what is happening, and they want to speak, right? This is just a tip of the iceberg. I'm sure search is going to continue. And really, Sierra Leoneans, them, look how they see them, they molest other failed politicians, them, cut across the world when they go now the South Side, and the First Amendment, right? Whether the freedom of speech is being prioritized. Now, they want to disgrace them before we self go vote against them come 2023 and pull them come on power. Family them, want to watch how they molest Fatima Bio.
Uronka mwaona rishino mona fambule ule don komot fokan si di bombala si fuman una shino mona di hall. It's not the hall. Everybody there full there on a two which is forget na ya. They even get roadworks na ya. Yeah. I don't know because Nigerian themselves they get their own program now today. So I don't know really whether this policy where they carry see. I see all man get green. But Nigeria themselves they will put on. So but I hope say na the Colombo in the camp. Very girl I hope say in the camp. I see one Mercedes Benz now. I think say that things are happens where they can and the inside they are not understand. Let's see. How they watch. So this motor and they see la watch. Let's see if you know this motor car and they get for Canon from. The dog will get that country. Look them. I'm picking 9 first candle. They already destroy money in a saloon. They see Bobo, and they were very white. Look them. They already destroy money. See them, see them. All this. Yes. What do you want? Let go watch. Nine they go so. Yes, 90s. My friend. No, let me know, please. 90s, the woman. Una woman at salon. That thief woman at salon. Where they thief salon money. Fatima Bio, Mother Bio, look where they thief salon money. Big thief woman, shameless idiot. You the thief. Don't ask me if I'm sure. I know what I'm saying, okay? Don't fucking ask me. She's a thief. Fatima Bio, the first lady of Sierra Leone, Republic of Sierra Leone. Tiffy, Jankolico. Don't push me. Go. Don't push me.
Fambo them, you see, where they molest Fatima Bio na London, and this bodyguard one go fight for them, right? For obstruct the man for expressing freedom of speech. If the man no say Fatima Bio, don't say, you know they use government money by your private or your business them answer for our girls and waiting. Then we see Usai Cherno Bar, right? Exposed to Africanist press for sure say yes, they use money later on and confess. Is that not thievery, right? And look at this Bobo with Fatima Bio they work out with. Is not a Sierra Leonean by fatherly birth or the president of Salon now, Mother Bio, not in Peking. So how you they go take we own taxpayers' money, we country money for go take care of? Is it upon where in Peking or where in Peking and there? I don't know. I don't know why Fatima Bio they treat we na salon so as if to say we are fools, right? Does that make sense? Now, this is Bobo Yaso now, a young foreign minister now. Then Sylvia Blyden, and a personal assistant. What a shame. Sylvia Blyden, where did they say, into big for being mayor, into big for being vice president or minister, as the case may be. Now, don't turn personal assistant now so to Fatima Bio. Could you imagine Fatima with Sylvia Blyden, did they say, history from where they be how they call themselves, where they be the Banjul, the Gambia. Now, if Sylvia don't go stoop down low to an extent of being a personal assistant. And now, so this Fatima Bio in unofficial, right, foreign minister. How on earth you go take this Boboya so? Use salon taxpayers' money, of which not your Salomon Bona will not Sabia in a salon. You take and cry and go to a UN meeting. Could you imagine? UN meeting for that matter. Very serious, important meeting like that. We're not a foreign affairs ministry. We're not a ambassador. We're not a diplomat there. Waiting this Boboya so way, not your Salomon Bonham, they go fend pan Salomon activity in a UN. This is all wasting of taxpayers' money. Then other people they talk about that. But really, Sierra Leoneans them will still they allow. Then the man bond them, where they be go dig 2018 before the election for use them against everybody, for confuse people their mind, kill people their mind. Up till now, they're able to wake up and rise up it. I hope Sierra Leoneans will wake up from the slumber. And people them na salon. Do you allow we prepare, right? June 24th, 2023. Let we go vote out in the sense that could you imagine? Now they go bring drugs where they're not a give Fatima in Bobo not the smoke kush. You know the smoke kush. The one people that smoke kush that day they for go vote. They all man tired. They use money to go vote when they get the energy and agility. They don't bring kush for them now. So what they go don't kush now? Then go tired and not able for go vote. What a shame and disgrace. So do ya Sierra Leoneans them? Now we continue for expose and condemn this SLP-led government because they are not good for purpose, right? The kush when they go bring council, then they make money out of them. Then people then they suffer. To an extent, we were reliably informed that out of the cocaine where they catch later per our section, right? 29 cartoons don't get missing. What are I don't know comedian government should they live under a salon? How 29 packets or cartoon of cocaine they go get missing under police custody? No wonder where the deputy in the deputy in the OSD wing will tell me say William Fayaselu by then if they crime and waiting now responsible for look after that container business there and all. Now in being IG under a watchful eye. 929 cartoon lawsuit. Cambo them beat as it may. Now at this particular juncture, I want for the cuttings done for today on program. But tomorrow, they come out with two serious evidences. Them one, now the evidence of Usai Sir Johnny, right? Attempt for bribing me and other journalists, them, right? And civil society activists as well. And secondly, I will come out with the evidence of how Hawana to Kone and Samuel Wise Bangura conspire with Gino Navo for stage manage Housemate Salon Season 3 in favor of Julie, right? And then I'll come out with the evidences from Khadija Hassan Tijan Nabe in partner in crime when Paul Dor, that's what they call himself, but in name Abdullah Jallo. So I go thank you, allow for talk everything, say I ask her name. I will come out with the evidence. Some of the evidence will come at 2 hours. Another time for play all go per nonsense where you talk. But the most important part, the most side they reference Khadija for sure say they are all together in this whole criminal syndicate under the guise of having an online TV platform with SVTV. Right? Thank you very much, Fambudem, for all of you. We don't take on time for watch this program and follow me, especially me own sister Amina, right? And all other people them, as you say, even though Found with them interesting. One day after the program, where they call the names of people, the way as you say they watch and take part and waiting. Somebody didn't call me. He sent text to me. One good friend, I see a Mark chef today. He become online, yeah. But I think so I don't pass now. He say, Editayor, say that these governments, they are very hostile. They are not going to call, we name them. Maybe they can take us, okay, now we listen to you, now we watching, which as the case may be. But I'm happy that some people are not cowards, right? And also again, this now for sure say freedom of speech and freedom of opinion. Don't be mortgaging Sierra Leone through the people-led government, which is very, very bad. And for that reason, we need to vote them out. How about them? As I got the curtains down for today on program, I can always say, let me know, say we all became citizens of Sierra Leone before members of various political parties. So because of that, let me learn from be patriotic and nationalistic, right? And work towards national cohesion and unity in diversity on the premise of sincerity of purpose and genuine commitment. Please. Sincerity of purpose and genuine commitment. I've been repeating these terms without number. We are give me closing courtesy. But I don't know why some people are not genuine. They are not sincere. To an extent that some then they make money out of people in predicament. Oh my days, too bad. Some of them, however, I always rest in submission on the First Amendment. And at this particular point in time, I just want to say, I rest my case.